Hey, Michael.
Family's waking up.
Hey. All right, 6535 East Southern.
Ready. Okay to buckle up?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, yeah. It's always safer to buckle up, ain't it?
Yes, sir. No, I trust you.
You never know. I might be one of them crazy drivers.
Hey, I like it. I'm ready for some entertainment. Put on a show.
110 down the highway. Why not?
All right, serious question.
Yes.
Do you know how much espresso is a safe amount of espresso?
Why?
Just because, like, I've been using the Keurig.
Yeah.
And I've been filling it to the top and then just letting it spew. Just because I gotta, like, get in and out.
Okay.
And I don't really spend too much time, like, thinking, like, how much is safe. Like, how much is a good amount to for your body.
Well, the espresso itself isn't the issue. It's the caffeine that's in the espresso. So, I mean, a good idea is once a month, just because I can't always afford it. I go out to Dutch Brothers, and I order a what's called a 911, and that is 6 shots of espresso in 1 cup, 1 drink. That's why they call it a 911. Hey, you are gonna get some major caffeine. Now, it don't affect me, because I've been drinking coffee since I was 13, and I'm coming up on 40 this year.
Everybody started early.
Well, I had a reason. My parents owned a coffee shop. So I grew up around coffee. And cappuccinos, lattes, that was like an everyday drink. So, I mean, I'm highly immune to caffeine. Now, if you feel your body starting to jitter and you feel like you're high as fuck on caffeine, you know you've had more than enough.
I guess, turn on YouTube. I guess I should just turn on YouTube and ask, but I've just been taking a full cup. I've been taking a full cup in the Keurig, thinking it's coffee. It could be coffee, but it's espresso.
So there is a difference between coffee and espresso. It is 100% the way it's ground and how the beans are. The espresso beans have a lot more caffeine in them than regular coffee beans. So an espresso shot's about that much. And if you're drinking a full cup, if you're talking like a 12-ounce cup, 16, 20-ounce cup, you've had more than enough.
So the powder, like I've been like turning the powder and using like an inch, just an inch of powder. And then the Keurig like formulates the coffee, but it's not coffee. It's espresso.
Right.
And I know they're not the same. Like I know they're not the same. There is a difference.
Oh yeah.
I just don't know what the difference is.
Well, espresso in and of itself is ground a lot different. It is a lot finer of a grind than your normal coffee. So when you go to like a coffee shop and you order an espresso and they got that big old machine,
Yes.
What they have to do, and fuck Starbucks, because it does their machine does it themselves, and there is no. So your barista
Yeah.
is going to put how much ever grounds are required, which is like usually a scoop of the grounds, into this machine, and then use what's called a tamper, and they're going to pack it in there. So it concentrates the coffee, the espresso, the caffeine content into that small little cup. So I don't know how the Keurig handles it, but definitely want to get something that handles espresso better than a Keurig.
It's pure. It's not like gluten-free or like non-GMO, like all the other, like the new substances. It's
Right.
pure.
Right, but what I'm saying is, as for the grind, because if you put like a normal coffee pressure on it, it's not going to push through as quick as it needs to. Where if you did an espresso coffee pressure, it's a different pressure because it has to push through a compacted compacted bit of coffee. It's hard to explain without actually seeing it yourself. Because, I mean, if you go and make a cup of coffee, you just dump the coffee grounds into the filter and you let it go. Espresso's different in that aspect. You've got to set it up to be an espresso. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a lot of grounds in the bottom of your coffee.
There were.
And that would be why.
The Keurig just works like completely different than the original coffee.
Right. Well, so are you using K-cups or are you using like a reusable mesh?
You know, it's one of those IKEA devices. So it, like, you just throw the powder in there, and then the machine doesn't work.
Okay, so you're using a reusable filter.
Yes, yeah, you got it.
The reusable filter has too big of holes in the filter for espresso.
Okay.
That would be why you end up with so much in the bottom. You have to have an espresso filter, which is a very fine filter.
I finished all the way now. Like you know, there are grounds.
Oh yeah.
I used to stop there, but now I just go all the way through and just finish.
Ew.
Just finish the whole thing, top to bottom.
Definitely get coffee if you're using that IKEA Keurig. Definitely get coffee, not espresso, because that will stop all those grounds.
I looked in there; it was completely clean. I was like, normally when you look in there, there's like a lot to like remove. There's a lot to like clean out.
Oh.
And there was nothing to clean out, so I was like.
So it literally pushed all the espresso grounds through the filter.
It really did, because they all just like were gone. They vanished.
They were in the bottom of your cup.
I should stick to water. I think I'll start with water.
I love it.
I'll stick to water.
Oh, that's great. I'll stick to water.
Well, imagine if I'm on foot. I'm sweating a shit ton. I would be sweating.
And it's not espresso powder, it's espresso grounds.
Oh.
Yeah, it is not like an instant powder.
It's very thick.
Yeah. It's very fine. But yeah, it is not like instant coffee.
Alright, so not sure what you see, but it's going to be 6'5", 6'3" on the building.
Okay, is there a name to it?
Yes, it's a Macy's.
Okay, so you're going to Macy's. Perfect. Macy's. Yes, Dillon's. Yep, there's Macy's. So you're quite hyped right now.
I feel good, but
Right, yeah.
more or less drink than food.
Yeah,
Still need food.
of course. So yeah, I would definitely suggest stay away from the espresso, get some normal coffee.
Alright.
Unless you've got an espresso machine. But we are at Macy's, man. Oh, you have a good one.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh my